Rich Lieber in the Hill District. I see you already have the 5 minutes. So, Mr. Ross, yeah, as we all know, I'm here for you. You know, we're talking about the cover-up that you did on the carryover funds. Every time you deny it, I have to go back and spend more time and show how your denial is a lie. And so let's go over the timeline, because there's been so much of this. It's been ongoing for months. January 10th, we had our first school board meeting. Kirk Twigg was elected chair. At 9:20 in the morning on January 11th, he sent you an email. Sent it to you and Mr. McLaughlin, saying he was here to serve you and asking for the carryover to be held back. You were supposed to schedule a hearing, schedule a date to schedule a hearing on the carryover on January 11th. That was inexplicably pulled. Yeah, of course, the email explains later why it was. So I attended the February meeting to ask why the carryover hearing was pulled, because nobody knew about this email from Kirk Twigg at the time. And there was a song and dance that school staff had asked to pull it, which of course school staff can't do that, just like Kirk Twigg can't do that individually. Now here's the first thing that's really interesting. The email he sent to just you and Mr. McLaughlin and blind copied Lisa Phelps asking for that to be pulled when you weren't the chair, is because it was 9:20 in the morning. You weren't elected vice chair and Mr. McLaughlin wasn't elected chair till that evening. So why is he only emailing you? He should have been emailing Mr. Marshall. He was the chair at the time. Then in March, the Freelance Star published the FOIA emails they got about the email proving it. So I came back here and your response is, well, I get 200 emails a day. I don't remember. So I FOIA'd the number of emails you got, and we all know that 200 emails a day is a flat out lie. So how can I prove you don't remember? So I did another FOIA. And as you know, I get these FOIAs. Before anybody knew about it, before it was a scandal with the Freelance Star, you were forwarding the emails to Wanda Stroh, a political operative who helps with your campaign and all that. It's in the FOIA. I have the documentation. I see the look on your face. Anything I say, I can document. But you were forwarding not only one, but 2 emails from Kirk Twigg about this to Wanda Stroh. So you knew. You don't remember it, but yet you're forwarding it to a political operative helping you with your campaign. Here's some other interesting things that came out in the FOIA that I wasn't looking for but just kind of popped up. It's you giving instructions to various community members to create the fecal matter storm that we now have on the school board. It seems like you're actually the man behind the curtain. I've got these emails where you're telling them what to do, and I can share these emails with anybody. I mean, you've got the FOIA. I mean, you know. Then I came in here a month or 2 ago, and we talked about the appointment of Wanda Stroh, your political operative, to the Germanna board, and how her resume showed she hadn't graduated even community college. She was completely unqualified for the position, whereas you also had Nicole Cole with an MBA who was on the school board, would be a great tie-in for Germanna. Well, now I see the email you sent to her with these instructions, telling her, don't worry about your resume, just put some together. And less can actually mean more. Several supervisors won't even read it. Yak may fight it, but I have the solid 4 to pass. I'm actually reading the email. I'd like to know which Board of Supervisors members you think won't even bother to do their job. That's another interesting question. Again, frequently you're asked why you hate public education. Your answer is, I don't understand it. I'm giving you all the reasons right here. You've done that. You've voted to slash funding for the decade you've been here. But then we go back, something we haven't talked about before. A few years back, after the shooting down in Florida, the school shooting, the sheriff came here and wanted funding to put a school resource officer in every school to protect our kids. Most of the board voted for it. You voted against it. You voted against protecting our kids. And again, I can document everything I'm saying here, so please deny it, please. Thank you.